Good evening, parents, and welcome to the Oxon Hill High School first virtual back to school night. My name is Jennifer Terry, and I am the Academy of Finance coordinator and teacher. So I want to welcome you again, like I said, to back to school night. This year is a very different format than years prior, but this is what our year is like as well. And I just want to welcome everyone here this evening and get right into it. So, your student is part of the Academy of Finance, and we are a certified academy through the National Academy Foundation, also known as NAF. Students begin the Academy of Finance in their 10th grade year, and they complete in their 12th grade year. So why NAF? NAF was the curriculum chosen by Prince George's County Public Schools because it was shown that students who are part of NAF are able to make really strong connections between their schoolwork and the professional world. Students in NAF academies were found to be more likely to graduate than their peers who were not in NAF. And students who are exposed in NAF to rigorous courses also become financially literate. They have networking opportunities and lots of experiential learning. So, what are the required courses in the Academy of Finance? Students in 10th grade will take Principles of Finance their first semester, and second semester, they take Financial Planning. In 11th grade, it's slightly different because students see me every day. So I will see your student on A and B day. And students' first semester will take Principles of Accounting. Second semester, it will turn into Managerial Accounting. First semester, they take Financial Services. And second semester, they will take Applied Finance. In 12th grade, students take Business Economics first semester. And second semester, they take Business Ethics. So the Academy of Finance curriculum, it covers banking, credit, financial planning, global finance, securities, insurance, accounting, economics. It's certified and validated by the Council of Economic Education. And you can see I put a little fact up there that students who are in finance and accounting or business, the median annual wage is $68,000. And there will be 774,000 new jobs expected to be on the market by 2026 for students who are in business, finance, and accounting. One of the main outcomes of students who are in the academy is that they become financially literate. That is really important. Why is it important? Because it helps students become self sufficient. It helps them to achieve financial stability, and that includes being able to distinguish between their wants and their needs, understand the importance of credit, how to build credit, how to maintain good credit, how to pay their bills, how to buy a home, pay for college or trade school, and as well as plan for their retirement. Oftentimes we hear people say, oh, when I was in school, I never learned how to manage my checkbook or pay taxes or just learn how to adult financially. And that is a skill that students who leave the Academy of Finance will have because we cover that extensively. There are soft skills and other viable skills that students obtain in the Academy of Finance. One is dressing for success. That is very important because when we leave the building, of course, this year that won't happen, unfortunately, but in years prior and hopefully in the future, students will be going to site uh, to visit businesses and they're expected to dress appropriately. We bring people in every year to teach them the importance of dressing for success and how and what is expected of them to be dressed professionally in business attire. Students learn business etiquette, how to eat in a business setting, because oftentimes when we visit our business sites, students are provided lunch. We learn networking and follow up. Students learn how to work the room. They also learn the importance of following up with contacts that they make. Students learn business communication, a skill of just something like sending a proper email or the appropriate letter to business contacts. Students learn presentation skills, and that's actually embedded throughout the entire curriculum. So that's not a standalone skill that they learn, but they learn it throughout the curriculum in each and every one of their classes. Students learn how to work in a collaborative environment, very important skill. As you know, that is a 21st century skill. Nowadays, employers are looking for employees who know how to work collaboratively, and that's a skill that students will leave the Academy of Finance with. Students in the Academy of Finance will always know how to create a resume, a cover letter, and will have created a LinkedIn profile. And also, students learn how to deliver an elevator pitch, something that is needed for part of networking, and part of their presentation skills is creating and delivering an elevator pitch. Some of the partnerships and speakers and field trips that we take in the Academy of Finance, some of our partners are Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCooper, KPMG, and as you can see, that's three of the big four accounting firms. Kaiser Permanente, Capital One Bank, Industrial Bank, the Federal Reserve, the SEC, and the University of Maryland Smith Business School. We have a very close relationship with them, and many students, after visiting with them and working with them, decide to apply and actually go into business at University of Maryland, which is highly encouraged. NAVTRAC certification. Um, when students finish the Academy of Finance, we want them to become NAVTRAC certified. And how do they do that? They take a series of courses that I mentioned. In each course, students are expected to create a project as well as take an assessment at the end. And after completion of at least four projects, four assessments out of all of the classes that I mentioned, they are eligible to become NAVTRAC certified. Students who are NAVTRAC certified are eligible to participate in NAVTRAC certified hiring. So, what does that look like? A lot of companies have partnered with NAF, and they have agreed to, in a sense, give favor to our students who are alumni of NAF. And these are just some of the companies that have partnered with NAF who are in agreement that if a student comes to them after being in the NAF program, that they will automatically get an interview at the very least, to come in and potentially get hired by any one of these companies. So, a little bit about me. I have a master's in teaching. I have an undergraduate degree in business administration. I have 22 years teaching experience, all of which have been at Oxon Hill High School. I am, like I said, the NAF coordinator and teacher, and I'm mom to a 2020 high school graduate, which really is important because it allows me to be very empathetic to students. I understand firsthand what they are feeling or what they're going through because I lived with a high schooler who lost a lot of her special moments last year, including prom and all the senior activities that she was looking forward to for so many years. So I understand what students are going through, and it's hard on them. And I do know that my daughter now is in college, and this is not the first year experience she was ever dreaming of, but it's the reality for our students now. And I know very well that these students are coping, and it's our job to help them get through. I'm also very passionate about college and career readiness, and all of my students know that. And as you get to know me, you will know that too. I have Zoom expectations for my students, and let me just share those with you. It is my expectation that students will be on time, that they will try to find a quiet space and turn off all of their other devices, whether that's their TV, music, video games, whatever. I expect the students will be prepared, meaning that their computer is charged, their camera is on, they're using their headphones if needed. How students should present themselves. As you know, there is no dress code for this school year. However, I expect the students will be wearing appropriate clothing on Zoom. There should be no satin bonnets or do rags, no night clothes, nothing revealing, no inappropriate messaging or language on any of their clothes. And when we have guest speakers this year, they are expected to be in business attire, which is no different than when we have face to face learning. So students will later on learn what that means. Of course, we only see the top of them, so at least a dress shirt or a polo shirt or something like that, and more details will come home to you with regard to what that expectation is. I expect the students will mute themselves, and when they're not addressing the class or me, that they will have their computers on mute. We have a chat feature that we use quite regularly, and students are encouraged to use that to ask questions or of me or of the group, but they are not to use that to have personal conversations or make inappropriate remarks. Google Classroom. Every single class has a Google Classroom, and all of their classwork, their independent work, and their homework is in Google Classroom. I've invited every single parent who's created a profile to join Google Classroom. If you are interested and you have not, please do so that I can invite you into our Google Classroom and you can see what your student is doing. Um, I also have a college and career information page, and that is for all of my students as well as parents. It's essentially a repository of information that deals with all things college and career, whether that's internships, job listings, SAT information, summer programs. It's just a lot of information. I encourage students to check it regularly. A lot of scholarships I put up there as well. Check it regularly because a lot of the information is time sensitive. How do you reach me? I can be reached at jennifer.terry@pgcps.org. My office hours this year are from 9 to 9:30 Monday through Friday, and 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday. I have a Google phone number that you can see on the screen as well, and I can be reached on that number during those office hours. I'm very, very responsive to email. Typically, should expect an email from me, of course, within 48 hours, more realistically within 24 hours, but very typically well before that. So I would actually encourage you to reach me via email first. And if it's something pressing, please do not hesitate to reach me by other methods, especially my Google phone number. So I thank you so much for visiting with me this evening. Have a great evening, and I look forward to one day meeting each and every one of you. Thank you. Good night.